Modifying a video preset. You can modify the existing presets by tapping on the pencil next to the preset's name. I definitely suggest doing this so that you can capture the best image that you can from your GoPro. Let's select Cinematic, for example. The first thing we can change is Res FPS, which means resolution and frames per second. Let's change the Cinematic preset's resolution from 4K to 5K, which is the highest resolution that this camera records. Then, let's change the frame rate to 24 frames per second. That's the frame rate that Hollywood shoots in. Now let's navigate back using the back arrow at the top. Next, let's change the sharpness by selecting it. It's set to high. The other options are medium and low. In my opinion, I think that GoPro images are too sharp on high, almost in an artificial way. So let's change it to low. You may prefer medium. It's up to you. Let's go back and then scroll down to bitrate. The preset is at standard. In my opinion, you should never shoot with the bitrate at standard. Change it to high to get the best quality image. In fact, I would change that on every preset that this camera offers. Let's go to ISO max. I like to lower this to 800. It forces the camera to not go to a higher ISO. 1600 ISO, in my opinion, is noisy. I don't like to have to use it unless I have no choice. Next, let's change EV comp. This is where you can change how your GoPro automatically exposes your footage. You can make it brighter or darker. I'll set it to -0.5 because I think that the GoPro always overexposes the image a little too much. In fact, I often set this to -1. It's up to you. Next, let's change color. I like to use flat so that my video is not overly saturated or too contrasty. If I need to adjust things, like color and contrast, I'll do it while I'm editing my footage after it's been shot, not bake it into the file. If you don't plan on color correcting your footage later, you could leave this setting on GoPro, and the high saturation, high contrast GoPro look will be baked into your footage. That's all of the modifications I will make in the cinematic preset. If you end up hating your modified preset, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and tap Restore, and the default settings will reset to the way they were before we made the modifications. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.